when daddies drive home drunk, they come from far away places, but it's okay because they didn't get arrested and they're still kind of drunk.
I just underwent a procedure to increase my IQ 50 points. You see? It's cool to be smart. So be like me and use your minds.
We don't fish for the fish. 90% of what I like about this sport, and it is a sport, is sitting in the boat for 5 hours doing nothing.
This morning after Squirrel and I's walk, I got the plaid rocket here. It's going to be a griddle breakfast. Best burgers ever. And fried up some onions on there. Oh, was that good.
This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
Last night built a big ass fire that most rangers would be proud of.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Watch a hockey game and went to bed early. I love hermit camping. Day 2 of hermit camping. Big Fish Bill, pet peeve, number 26. Loud talkers!
Hi, I'm Rick Phillips. You must be Mr. and Mrs. Loud.
I have a great campsite. I can't see the people to my right. I can't see the people to my left. I can't see the people behind me. But I got a loud talker right next to me. And I'm hating it. It's tick heaven here. I've picked at least 4 or 5 ticks off the plaid rocket. I've had 3 or 4. And now I'm at my favorite place in any campground, and that's the dump site. You guys remember when we used to camp and the highlight was to go down to the dump, sit in the car and watch the bears?
Oh, you remember that?
It's just funny to think of. Big Fish Bill, pet peeve number 27. When the campground has electric only and you pull in and go to the potable water and the jerk off in front of you has a 5th wheel.
Because this is where you put water in to fill your tanks. We didn't know that until our neighbor told us.
Fills up his tank, takes forever. And then when he's done filling up his tank, he walks around his RV checking stuff.
We believe there are 2 basic ways to perform a task. The wrong way.
Opening up the back, getting stuff out for his wife.
When you perform a task the wrong way, it is dangerous, unprofessional, and can be life-threatening.
While I'm sitting there looking at him. BFB's pet peeves, number 28. When you are camping with your wife and you're listing your pet peeves, she says, "You're just becoming a grumpy old man."
Tell you what's on my mind. It's butt cold out here, and I'm fresh out of beer.
Although there's some truth in that, I always tell her the same thing. I'm an Anders from the LaCombe clan. We argue and complain out of sport. It's our way of communicating. We're really not that upset about things. So it's my pet peeve that she keeps... Welcome back to another edition of BFB's Campground Pet Peeves. Number 29. When quiet hours start at 10.
Shut up!
It's not 10:30, not 11, it's not 12. You don't shoot fireworks off at 1, which are prohibited anyways. BFB's Campground Pet Peeves. Episode number 30. When going to the garbage dump. I'm not playing your reindeer games.
Joining any reindeer game.
Of separating cans and bottles when nobody else does it.
People start pollution. People can stop it.
But I still do it. BFB's Campground Peeves. Episode 31. Confusing signs at the park. Got it? Huh? Huh? What? A place to pick up chicks, or are we just into the LBGT thing at the campground?
Hi, I'm Vera Tamilo.
Big Fish Bill's Campsite Peeves. Number 32. When you're at an adjacent campsite and you're talking about your nipples.
A similar story happened to a young man in the Pacific Northwest about 20 years ago.
You can't just say, remember we're having that whole discussion? And leave it at that. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go, what was that, honey?
What'd you just say? Say that again.
Am I supposed to call that out? Because now all I got on my mind is nipples.
Is it possible this story is true?
Well, I really enjoyed all the pet peeves because those are my pet peeves. Along with one other one, I absolutely hate it when you got these guys, they have those entertainment systems that pull out. And I'll give them if they're watching a football game or something like that. But when they're streaming Disney,
The Wonderful World of Disney,
all freaking night, it drives me up a wall.
Yep, that's a fifth wheel and that's bullshit.
That's what it was. Fifth wheel. How could I forget that? And they are the worst in the campgrounds.
Eliminate bad campers, bad campground behavior. What should we do?
Because they bring everything. And they usually they make a lot of noise. They're people that shouldn't be in campgrounds.
Shut up! Walking the East River Trail today. Here's the muddy East River. No way! No altitude Sparkies here! Wait, what? No way! Walking the trail, showing this altitude at 390 feet above sea level.
Well, I go to do a Marco Polo today. I get over by the snow gauge and I open my phone up and I look, I got 12 Marco Polos. Well shit, I can't sit there and listen to them 12 gripes of the days of Christmas and low altitude spillway with his fifth wheel gripes. Man, oh man, I think my nephews are hogging the Polo.
So Drunkle, there's a little X up in the corner of the screen. Just click it closed and record whatever bullshit you want to record.
We're taking over the Polo. That's right. We're taking over the Polo.
Well, just so you know, there is no little X up in the top of my screen. So there.
I'm showing my friends how to use Marco Polo so they can use it to stay in touch with friends and family.
Hi friends! You're gonna love Marco Polo, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support.
In Spillway, you're at a very precarious angle for your eyeballs. So you better straighten that out.
And even at 100% snowpack, it runs long. So, yeah, they got to quit their bitching. I guess that would be a pet peeve. A river pet peeve. One thing, I mean, nothing beats Wisconsin in the summertime, I agree. But I'll say one thing, we don't have bugs here. Not the flying, biting insect kind.
A term for an earthly paradise, Shangri-La.
But the only problem is they are those people that need to stop and talk to everybody.
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, cheep, cheep.
And like Susan will say, I used to be a guy that had very little time for anybody, and now I'm starting to turn into one of those people, so I figure in another 5-10 years I'll be riding in that cart.
Here with a commentary is a grumpy old man.
Jesus criminy! Marco hog! I go to do a small Marco from the auxiliary weather gauge.
I'm a grumpy old man.
As you can see, there's nothing there, just dogs. And I get 20 gripes and the golf course views and how high the Boise weather is. Man, oh man! And the next thing you know, his only social contact will be coming from behind the wheel of an electric cart.
And I don't like being here.
All I can say is welcome to Marco Palooza.
What? No way that you can't understand the fact that there's an X right there, right at the tip of my human pointing device. Just click to close it. You don't have to watch our Palooza, and you can go on with your gauges. Okay, boys, continuing with the Palooza. I thought I'd give you a work update.
Quick, Tom, hit me with a cheese and dairy before I fall asleep.
So as you know, we merged with another company, and I'm no longer the COO. And I haven't been getting along with the new COO. She's pushy. She thinks she knows everything. She's kind of like you two. 432 working days. Because Drunkle, I did convert it to working days. Hey, Drunkle's here!
Bill, really glad to see that your communication skills are right up there. Can't get along with a woman. Man, oh man. Who could ever have envisioned that? Hey, Tom's there, Spillway, and Bill. The loser nephews are there.
And Bob's your uncle. You're there.
Good to see you guys. I forgot the weather update. The last 3 days, blow the hair right off a dog. It's been so windy, so that must be coming to you guys.
I think the relationship was severed with this woman when I said, get your bitch ass back in the kitchen and bake me some pies.
All I can say There's a trend there, BFB. This is the second woman in charge of you and you can't work with her. What's that all about?
Second woman? I'm on my third marriage. I've thrown many women on the scrap heap of despair.
Okay, so back to the golf course. The requirement here is that it's all hand-push carts. Since the influx of Californians, they say that there are so many freaking carts on this, motorized carts on this course now.
Instead you got these stupid electric carts for you old men have nothing better to do?
And these guys come in and they're like, oh, my shoulder's bothering me and all that other stuff. Well, the thing is they're not used to walking this distance.
And there are a lot of things where people...
Hey, generally, one of mine is worth about 3 or 4 of you guys.
You sure about that?
Yep, meant that the other way. You, my friend, are now in that George Costanza zone. Remember that episode where he started saying whatever he thought, whatever he felt, and all of a sudden he found that that was working for him and he became untouchable?
The Summer of George!
I think Drunkle's feeling a little resentment towards somebody else monopolizing the old Marco. Hey, Drunkle, sir. Anyway, what I was going to tell Drunkle, because I'm sure it won't work for BFB.
You know, let this run through your closed caption. You! I got sun here.
Is if you notice what I've been wearing all the time is these sun shirts, long sleeve, and I only wear them for hiking and I wear them for fishing. But the main reason, obviously, is sun protection. This will work.
Phone boy.
Thank you. That's funny. He goes, on your left, phone boy.
On your left, phone boy? You've lost a step. I'd have chased that sumbitch down.
But anyway, Drunkle, you should take a look at this.
Holy shit, what a Marco hog! Yeah, I know, I got some of that for fishing. They are nice. For poor old Bill stuck back there in Green Bay in the summer of Bill.
I proclaim this the Summer of George!
Hey, that's okay, I got him. And I know this is gonna touch a nerve, but on his way back, he comes riding up, he goes, phone boy. And I said, not a real bike boy, because he's riding an e-bike.
No offense at all on the e-bike comment, that was funny. In fact, quick story for you. Karen and I are in Fish Creek, and there's a big hill coming up out of Fish Creek. And just as we're coming up there, there's this guy that's on the sidewalk, and he starts running alongside of us going, you can do it, you can do it. And I said, yeah, we can. We both have e-bikes.
Oh, hell no, I'm getting a giant.
Don't do it, you'll never be able to get on top of that thing.
By the way, I think that probably will be my next bike. At some point would be an e-bike.
What is this, 2019 guys? Get an e-bike, what are you doing?
Bro, I hate him. Because they make more sense now than they used to me. And part of it is just being able to ride in the heat. I'm looking for input. I've only ever worn polarized lenses. So what is your experiences? Polarized sunglasses versus non-polarized. What are your thoughts?
No, Sparky, I'll put my input here. Let me buy you some glasses so I can send you some women's frames.
He sold me ladies' glasses!
Hey, I didn't quite understand what you said about the frame.
The thing about the frame was a conjunction joke, where you attach one joke to another joke, and then it becomes that much more funny.
Well, going in to pay my Canadian taxes. All set to go, did the exchange rate.
Change this American money to Canadian, please.
Taxes went up quite a bit.
Canadian money look like it's straight out of Monopoly.
Most advice sucks.
Polarized prescription sunglasses.
Sometimes people don't want their advice.
Get them at Costco, 150 bucks.
How much advice to give?
With the little reader in underneath so I can tie fish hook.
When it is appropriate to give advice.
E-bike? Why, I don't need no stinking hills.
When that advice is appropriate.
Everything's flat on the electric stallion.
They are the ultimate authority on pretty much everything.
Oh, here's 2 more cents on e-bikes.
Always having the best, most ingenious advice.
Buy from a local guy that's been around.
Bestow their wisdom upon anyone they see.
Local's always better, just like the farmer's market.
Whether they ask for it or not.
A couple more add-ons.
Unsolicited advice.
Fat tire.
Some of it's terrible.
Batteries, all about the same.
How much advice to give.
Motors, all about the same.
How much advice to give.
No flat tires.
Whatever you do, don't argue.
There's one more thing, but I can't think of it. Damn it.
Thank you!
Keep your circle of trust small, and I mean very small.
That's the only time I can get in with you Marco hogs.
Definition of a Marco hog. Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say, but I think I'll just stay on here and waste my retired nephew's time. I had it, I was thinking, but I was driving and... Wait a minute. No, I don't have it. I can't. If you'll just hold on there for a little while, I might think of what it is. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, you Marco hogs.
All great advice, guys. I appreciate that.
So I want to comment on a couple of topics from today. Number one, sunglass, $10, British Columbia car ferry. You guys overcomplicate everything. Second, fashion. Always wear something that has people question your stability and whether they want to talk to you. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. And of course, there's always the darkest side of this walk around GB. There's the tree where it all started, boys. Standing on this tee box, -1, the famous comment, he'll come back to us, Tom. Shanked it off the tee box and hit that tree. I hate walking past this spot. Hey Sparky, I seem to have forgotten the name of your mascot. Was it the Chicken Roasters?
The UWGB Shitbirds.
Like a shithawk.
This is great. I have this station called Alien Nation, and it's this alien to the left there watching Earth television, and that's the whole station all the time. It plays various things like Bigfoot and all that stuff, but it's a free station.
What? No way! Hello, boys. Me and my people are back at it. Grilling on the Blackstone tonight.
This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
Mushroom Swiss bacon burgers. Oh, Squirrel's happy because she likes burgers, right, Squirrel? My people.
Well, good morning, shit pockets. I can see, because I use that little X right up in the corner, I got 10 polos that I haven't even seen yet. Polo hogs, they're out. They're up already. Holy shit.
At a second of length at a time with a trampoline zero ham. The race is on!
At the snow gauge, nothing on there but sunshine. Starting to get ready for the big Anders LaCombe rendezvous in Gunnison. And I can't wait to tell Karen stories about how Bill's young and dumb. Nah, your secret's safe with Drunkle. Unless I'm into a 6-beer night, my tongue gets a little loose. I'd be worried about that. Spillway's been awful quiet. Well, of course, I haven't looked at all the Marco Polos because he's a polo hog.
Racing at a second of length.
So, I thought I'd get in on the polo hog thing too. Nobody's out and about this morning on the trail except me and my electric stallion. Well, just trying to be a polo hog like my special nephews. I don't understand it, honey. These guys were being Marco Polo hogs, and now they're just being themselves. Let them sitting in their Marco Polo desert. My desert is waiting. That's what I feel like tonight. Oh, good morning, ex-Polo hogs. Apparently you're not hogging the polo anymore. Dog sitting, that's what my life has turned into. Got a big chunk of my ear taken off.
Cut off a portion of his left earlobe during a time of intense psychological distress.
The guy gave me 3 options. He says we can take some cartilage out, be about a 45-minute surgery, or we can just leave it and it'll take about 6 months to heal up, or we can go with option 3. So I went with option 3 where he put like 7 stitches in it. All the more reason to put on sunscreen, boys. The sun out here is intense. But boy, talk about a lousy night of sleeping, because that's my sleep in here.
Can't sleep, eh?
Tough sleeping. Hey, you won't get that from me, says the guy who had to sleep nearly face down for almost 2 weeks.
Dude, let's go to sleep so we can build again in the morning.
What? No way! Sleeping ear and sleeping eyes? Try a sleeping head, boys!
Sleep can actually help your hair grow.
Guy who has part of his ear removed says what?
What?
Guy who has part of his ear removed says what?
What? Exactly.
Just a beautiful day.
Morning, shitbirds, live from the auxiliary snow gauge. Take a look at that bad boy. I don't know if you can. I think there's 10 stitches in there.
Oh, I can't even look at the ear.
And the guy says, don't worry, nobody looks at both ears at the same time. Great, now I'm horribly disfigured.
I am not an animal.
Tom is there, Spillway. Eyeball, how you doing?
Hey boys, so I think, hey, Sparky's here. Who's Spillway? I had a new experience that I think it's I don't think it's something I forgot. But have you guys ever been in mid-dump and sneezed? Holy hell, it cleans you out like there's no tomorrow. Don't even need to flush.
No, but I've been in mid-piss and sneezed. And holy cow, does that increased stream burn.
Another little known fact, sponsored by Hermie 42 Industries. The more you know.
Yeah, during a piss, that'd be like Grandpa. Every time I'd walk out of the bathroom, he'd be like, Jesus Christ, did you just dump a bucket of water in there? Hey, I wonder if Drunkle sneezed right now if his ear would fall off.
No, but I'm concerned that my eye will pop out.
Boys, I finished my Wisconsin Redneck barbecue grill. I put my top on today and bolted it to the old propane grill. Put a couple of hangers on here for my hangy stuff. Did me a paper towel rack. Wait, what? For fuck's sake, it works. You got a hangy thing there. I built the shelf on the bottom there because it was all rusted out for my propane. Run it around, got me an adapter so I don't have to use those little tiny things. All with the view of the RV, and that stands for recreational vehicle, boys.
That's some damn fine work in the BFB labs.
That was some damn fine work. The only thing that's missing is some Mexican music to go with it.
What, you couldn't hear the Mexican music? It was there. I never cook without my people's music playing.
Getting the TT ready today for the big trip. That stands for travel trailer, double T. Going on the Stallion with the ear hanging out in the cold is not fun. It gets a lot colder than, that could be my new temperature gauge.
I am looking at the weather and it looks like BFB, you might be running into some serious heat with your RV. Stands for recreational vehicle. And Bob, your TT, tow trailer. And still got the altitude restriction, probably will have it till the end of the month. And then once at the end of the month, I'm clear to go anywhere. So don't die for the next 15, 16 days.
Right back. Don't you go dying on me.
Travel begins with preparation, boys. And preparation isn't just preparation H. It's getting propane loaded on your RV, and that stands for recreational vehicle. So yes, we will keep up with you, Sparky. Unlike what you do when you're traveling, yeah, you did a pretty good job on some of your trips. You know, when you're showing off.
So that's another way people show off.
5-hour, 45-minute drive to southern Minnesota. Piece of cake. Staying at a fairgrounds, and we're supposed to call Earl 2 hours before we get there. This ought to be great.
God dang her, this is Earl. Billy Andrews, where the hell you been? I'm trying to get a hold of you from all over. We got animals running all over the fairgrounds and I'm trying to get you a space. This is Earl. You give me a call back, boy.
Old prospector.
Here!
So Milt in Albert Lee, Minnesota never called us back. But as we pulled in, as luck would have it, there he was in his truck about to mow the lawn. So Milt got us over, got us hooked up, and we're all happy sitting in the camper, right, honey? Yep. Sparky, we wish you could bring your spillway ass along, but we understand. And with those eyes, we don't want them popping out of your head, so you need to stay put.
Well, today's the day. Getting a double T all loaded with food and shit. Glad that Elmer finally showed up for Bill to get his camping spot. I feel bad, Bill. I told you we were bringing electric bikes. I don't think we're gonna upon further review. Sorry about that.
Now's a great time when we're all the way to South Dakota and you tell us you didn't bring your e-bikes. Thanks a lot. Psych, didn't bring ours anyways.
What? No way. No e-bikes?
Yeah, well, no e-bikes. Spillway, keep working on that eyeball. Still waiting for that thing you got on the back of your truck to see how that works.
Drunkle, I wish you'd have kept your reservation at this campground. It is freaking awesome. Got your Adirondack chairs. You got your fireplace. You got your picnic table. We're up on a ridge, up above the campsite. Notice I didn't even do reverse angle because reverse angle couldn't do it justice. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if there is anything better than a tiny shower in an RV. Except for a close number 2 is a mid-river fart in your waders. It's a beautiful day here in South Dakota, boys. Today is Mount Rushmore. We're cooking up some bacon on the flat top. Gonna do some pancakes. And if you don't have a Blackstone yet, what are you waiting for? Boys, I'm here at Mount Rushmore. I wish they had more signs pointing you to where these faces are. It's just really annoying. You know, you think you'd have a sign saying faces this way. Well, I'm gonna walk along here and keep looking. Hey boys, who knew that Stalin actually carved Mount Rushmore? Check it out. Boys, I thought I'd impart a little bit of history about Rushmore for you guys. Legend has it that Lincoln's head is full of Gouda cheese. Boys, check it out. I didn't know the Packers were involved in the carving at Mount Rushmore, but check out that bust of there's Bart Starr, there's Paul Horning, Johnny Blood McNally, and Ray Nitschke.
Well, boys, Bend, Oregon to Green River, Colorado, into Gunnison tomorrow, a day early. That way I'll be able to plant all my evil seeds for when Bill and Karen get there.
Boys, I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous about today's adventure to Devil's Tower because I thought my second wife Beelzebub would have an office here.
So many names. Say, call me Dad.
Turns out it's just a volcanic structure.
Well, nephew Bill, you changed your campsite. That's yours right over there next to that guy. This is ours here. It's been the day from camping purgatory.
Let's talk about purgatory, shall we?
The road was closed and the bridge had a crack in it, so we had to go around on a 40-mile gravel road with the camper. So we're gonna hunker down. There's no swimming pool.
Time for a swim.
But they have an all-you-can-eat buffet.
You know, I talk about buffets, not because I'm a big guy.
And a go-kart track. And a big dry slide like at Bay Beach. That's all I got now. Oh, they also got a place where all the lemmings got together and the Indians ran them off a cliff and they died. There was a pile of them 8 feet high. So you could go there and get lemmings anytime you wanted.
Lemmings do not fall from the sky. It was all lies, murdering lies.
So excited about the lemmings because I don't have any lemming experience. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Howdy, boys. Well, I know today's your big meetup. Hope you guys have a good time. I imagine there's a whole bunch of Gunnison stories to be shared.
Toga! Toga! Toga!
Go to the eye doctor Thursday.
It hurts so much!
Does it look good?
I'm gonna kill you!
Today, hopefully lifts my altitude restriction. Then I can do something with my rooftop tent. Because Bob keeps nagging me about it.
And Bob's your uncle.
So spillway, my eyeballs are at 8,500 feet above sea level, and I'm fine. How about you, Drunkle?
Mine are poking out.
You son of a bitches! I know what's coming next. Who we missing? Nobody.
Hey Bob, come in here. Who are we missing? Nobody.
Who are we missing? Nobody.
So when the girls did Who We Missin', Nobody, Susan took that as they were talking to her and she goes, "Aww." It's like getting a nickname from Drunkle. It's like you're in.
Okay, we're just sitting here going through his dead mother's map book, and
still funny.
We decided on the new dates for BC. That's if you're coming, if you don't have to go to Portugal or you know, some other foreign country.
Sparky events.
The first week of September 2025.
Book it!
Put it on your calendar.
Sorry, boys, I'm in Spain.
Just when I thought I was out.
He's going from Portugal?
You're kidding, right? Because the LaCombe family, if that's the case, you're out.
They pulled me back in.
All right, so Drunkle and I have stumbled onto something amazing. Right, Drunkle?
It's absolutely amazing. I can't believe Tom never thought of this.
Check this guy out. He's got the funky camper topper on top of his teardrop, not on top of his truck. And he hasn't even figured out that yet, has he?
No. I don't even think he has it.
I don't know.
He probably just got the case.
Just got the case. Took a picture of somebody else. You know, maybe he just put it up in his garage.
Just to fool us.
Yeah, and he got that all figured out, and that's what he's doing. All right, so Drunkle's still waiting for you to show actual use of it, because it doesn't count until you actually use it.
So the reason for it not being on top of the teardrop is because I got it because there's a lot of places the teardrop can't go.
So you got excuses for that too.
So the fact that it's on the truck and I can pull a teardrop, I can always bring both if I want to, but that's the reason why it's not on the teardrop.
No, it's not an excuse. It's the truth, man.
So Sparky, a lot of people say to me, where did the legend Billy Anders play college football?
A good backup quarterback is above all reliable.
It was here, baby. Can you hear it? I can still hear it. Anders.
How much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
Hold that clipboard. Hold that clipboard.
Did you ever actually hold a clipboard?
Just out of curiosity, besides reliving the glory days of BFB, did you get to the national park?
And this is your new nickname, the Deer Hammer.
After we left Bill and Karen, we drove over Monarch Pass on 2-lane roads. I stayed on 2-lane roads all day yesterday. By the time I got through driving yesterday, my balls smelled like cheese curds.
That is the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life.
Hey, 2 plates. I got some cheese curds. Would you like some?
I don't think so.
Well, boys, I just finished throwing out all the cheese curds that I hauled all the way here to Arizona. Because I can't do it either, Sparky. Done. It was 89 at the Grand Canyon yesterday. We're going to Sedona, which is at 7,000 feet. And it's going to be 92 there today. Let me say this about the Grand Canyon. Awesome trip. Loved it. Great to see. But I think Chevy Chase did it the best.
Don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
You walk up to the rim, put your arm around your loved one and go, yep, let's get in the car. And the train ride, taking the Grand Canyon Railroad, absolutely worth doing it. It was fun. But if I went back, I wouldn't do it because it's just like a one-time experience thing. Let me say this about trains. I think categorically, I hate other people's kids. Some of the most misbehaved kids I've seen in a long time. I mean, even Karen, who justifies and supports and backs everybody, was kind of rolling her eyes and making comments like, you gotta be kidding me. And here's something about RV snobs.
I've become a campsite snob.
Sparky, more than anything, you probably get this because you're a tab snob. Because my RV is a Thor Majestic, which is the main one that they rent from Cruise America. That's the exact same one as mine across from here. I get these comments. Oh, do you own yours? Do you see any Rent Me RV decals? Guy at the dump today. Oh, I see you lose hubcaps too. Didn't have hubcaps. He says, well, I keep losing mine. You gotta get yourself a pair. I said, you said that? And I should get a pair? I said, do you see them come off? He said, yeah, I just saw one on 40 West pop off. I said, okay, well, I won't be getting hubcaps.
Hey, if you want hubcaps, follow that guy around, pick his up wherever they fall off.
Sometimes they have really good advice.
And Bob's your uncle.
Then we get next to these people in a Class A, huge, beautiful, nice people. And she says, oh, do you own your RV? I said, yes.
I need a castle where I can be king.
Oh, you don't have automatic stabilizers? Because I was putting the blocks out to get blocks on the other side to level it out. And then finally, Karen comes walking out. I introduced them to Karen because I had just met them. And I said, no, by the way, don't talk to Michelle because she's an RV snob. And they both kind of look at me. I said, yeah, Karen, she asked me if we own our RV. Then she said, oh, you don't have stabilizing? They were cracking up. Really fun couple from California. Kind of an easy day because we're still tired from the long trips and the cheese curds. And the LaCombe's wearing us out. And of course the Devil Dog. Devil Dog will wear you out. 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening, or you can't live with those damn things. Sheep herders.
It's been 3 days since I seen the sun.
Even the sun is going to die someday.
I've had the windshield wipers on for 2 days. Holy cheese curds! What's wrong with this country?
But have you ever wondered how it would happen?
Man, oh man, you don't ever see the sun. I don't know what's going on. Devil Dog has just told me that that church in Sedonia, Bill, don't you go anywhere near it. It's only for Karen. You go in a church and the freaking lightning's gonna start flying. Tab Snob, good that you're having nice weather back there in Boise. I wish I was having it. I'm about an hour out of Minnesota and a couple days there and headed to the
cheese curd capital.
Cheese curd capital.
Don't let the old man in.
Of the United States, Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I'm gonna load up. I know why the Devil Dog was so aggressive towards squirrel. Because she's been chasing squirrels ever since she was born. They're her nemesis. So maybe you should just change your dog's name.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Grizzly Bear.
One, never own a sunglass shop in the Midwest. And what was the second one? Oh yeah, don't forget to sell cheese curds. Every one of these podunk little towns, even if the population's 200, there's always a Dollar General store.
Introducing Dollar General.
And so all those small towns, not only is there a Dollar General store, then next to the Dollar General store is a funeral home.
To provide you the finest in funeral service.
At least it ain't frickin' raining and the bugs back here are unbelievable. Tom, 101 degrees, there wouldn't be any bugs living in that stuff.
Well, I'm demoing my new shade awning, and you can see I got it deployed right now. It's basically freestanding, and it comes around 270 degrees, giving me instant shade. So when I boondock and I'm out where there's no shade, I got this. That's what it looks like, fully deployed.
You said deployed twice.
And there you have it. It took me about less than a minute to pack it all up. Can't wait to give it a try. The altitude restriction is off. You boys can drop dead at any time. I can come to your funerals.
Are you dead?
Not yet.
Well, you're gonna be.
We all are.
So why not do your loved ones a solid and plan your funeral today?
You boys drive safe wherever you are. I hope you're having fun. The Marcos have been pretty light lately, so I'm getting kind of concerned.
Dodge City, Kansas, waiting for the gun battle to start. It's looking mighty rowdy. Little do they know, I got a 20 gauge Drunkel shotgun in my RV, the Sensory Recreational Vehicle.
You're a bad man.
Good morning, shitbirds. As you can tell, I'm a little frazzled.
Get that freshly sucked hair you've always dreamed of without leaving the house.
That's because I'm dealing with a flat tire on my truck. I mean on my trailer. Frickin' last night was the night from hell for our dog.
This is hell.
Thunder and lightning. I almost went down the basement in Stevie's house. It was bad. I don't miss thunderstorms and lightning at all. It's like the end of the world.
Here, at the end of all things.
Which, by the way, Tom, got to get a straight answer from you on September 2025. Bill thinks you were just kidding. I don't know, one way or the other, but we want to solidify the dates as long as I'm here. I'm making it good for me because I want to see my nephews.
I work with retards.
Hey, look where I am. Holy criminy. Chestnut trees are still there though.
Howdy boys, at Craters of the Moon. Here it is. That's the ladder up, a little breezy today. There's 2 plates making lunch. Look, 2 plates! And here's the other side of it, ladder up, going in, got the electric refrigerator, got a little seating area we set up here. I haven't deployed
You said deployed
the awning yet, but I will later. Problem with the awning right now is it's a little too breezy. And then of course, the camp stove setup. Excited about using this too.
Grace, he really has one of those things. Oh my gosh, I thought he was pulling our leg.
Yeah, been to Craters of the Moon. I don't know why, but we were there sometime.
Don't let the old man in.
I think there's some sand dunes around there too. I could be mistaken. But hey, that setup looks pretty damn nice.
Hey, 2 plates, what do you think of that awning?
I like it.
She's in the shade. Hey, 2 plates. So, I wonder if that guy owns that.
That's a burn about a burn. That's a 2nd-degree burn.
So I've got my awning out, and it's a dangerous 70 degrees out in the shade. And look who's with me! The Drunkle!
Hey, give me a beer.
I'll get right on that. Hey, Drunkle, get in here. What kind of burgers are we having today?
Burgers without Tom.
Joe Rars. That's the definition of burgers without Tom.
Well, reverse angle. Wait a minute, where is it?
You reverse
Oh, I
angle.
reversed. Too fast. Look at that. Tom, who are we missing, Bill? Nobody.
This is kind of like what it's like to be 2 beers into a 10 beer night, would you say? We got a bar stool right here, so we're just pretending you're sitting next to us. But we're talking and ignoring you because you're not coming to Canada Fish Camp.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Priorities, right?
Well, it's not that it's a priority. It's the shoulder season.
Oh,
yeah, you forgot.
yeah.
Next week it'll be the elbow.
The spleen season. Yeah, elbow, spleen, shoulder.
There's always something.
All right, Spillway, enjoy your evening. Quick one for you. Check out my new RV that's into recreational vehicle air freshener. Ha ha ha! Only problem is it smells like old wet fur.
Tumbleweed are actually sagebrush. And here in the Mountain West, it's usually bitterroot sagebrush that after a while dries up and then gets uprooted by wind and then rolls across, and that's your tumbleweed.
Another little known fact, sponsored by Hermie 42 Industries. The more you know.
The answer to the phenomena of the outhouses in a camping ground stinking later on in the day comes actually from happy hour. The old bastards eat all this goofy stuff on happy hour. They save it up. They don't want to put it in their black tank in their own trailer, so they go and dump it in the campground toilet. That's why campground toilets are horrendous.
Another little known fact, sponsored by Hermie 42 Industries. The more you know.
Here we are at Newton Lake. Kids are playing, boats are in the boat lift, dogs barking, got the trailer and the truck back there. 3 rum and cokes into a 5 rum and coke night.
3 rum and cokes into a 5 rum and coke night. Sounds like somebody needs a 12-step program.
I'm here today because I'm addicted.
So although I liked your response, you should have that response and then say, oh, and by the way, after traveling all day, their balls smell like cheese curds. Oh yeah, and get on the 12-step program that Spillway recommended.